Seatbelts are vehicle safety devices designed to protect vehicle passengers from potentially dangerous movement threats when in a traffic collision when stopping suddenly. Seatbelt is a very important component when we all drive a car or other vehicles. The main purpose of seatbelts is to provide greater safety to the driver when driving a car. But at the moment, people do not care about the importance of wearing seatbelts. Based on the analysis done by James Madison University, as many as 17,000 of people could be saved every year by wearing a seatbelt. When we are not wearing a seatbelt, it will increase medical costs in the event of an accident. In researching this speech, I have found that state statistics that road accidents in Malaysia are increasing drastically. A study by the PDRM found that 53.3% of users involved in road accidents who did not wear seatbelts and suffered series of fatal injuries were vehicle passengers sitting in the back. Due to car accidents, on average, there are 40,000 of deaths each year. Of the deaths in children due to not wearing a seatbelt, 80% of them could have been avoided properly restraining the child with a seatbelt. So, today, I am Rishvinsras, son of Murugesan, will explain about why we should use seatbelt when driving a car, such as preventing death when an accident occurs. Cultivate themselves to not violate the law and protecting our passengers. So, let's start by looking at the seatbelt prevent deaths when accident occurs. Okay. Wearing seatbelts when driving a car or vehicle can help to prevent death when an accident occurs. Safety belts can prevent death in about half of these accidents. Motor vehicle accidents are the leading cause of death. More than half of the people killed in uncontrolled car crashes at the time of the crash. Wearing a seatbelt is most effective method of preventing death and serious injuries in an accident. The use of seatbelts is increasing. Law, education, and technology have increased seatbelt use from 11% in 1981 to nearly 85% in 2010, saving hundreds of thousands of lives. However, about 1 to 7 people still do not have a problem. A large number of drivers and passengers were killed in uncontrolled crashes. Seatbelts reduce the risk of deaths and serious injuries. Between the driver and front seat passenger, seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of serious injury by 50%. Seatbelts prevent the driver and passenger from being removed during an accident. People who do not wear seatbelts are 30 times more likely to be removed from a vehicle during an accident. More than 3 out of 4 people released during the crash died as a result of their injuries. Wearing seatbelts helps maintain safety and security in your vehicle, while not bending can result in being completely removed from the vehicle in an accident, which is almost always fatal. Airbags. Airbags are not enough to protect you. In fact, the force of an airbag can seriously injure or kill you if you don't get stuck. Wearing a seatbelt improperly, such as planning a strap under the arm, puts you and your children at risk of accidents. Seatbelts save thousands of lives every year, and more use will save thousands more. If all drivers and passengers wore seatbelts, more people would be alive today. Next, let's discuss about wearing a seatbelt is to cultivate oneself so as not to break the law. Seatbelts are significant in legitimate issue. Albeit the law on seatbelts shifts starting with one country went on to the next. Malaysia expresses that all inhabitants of driving vehicle should be appropriately limited. Drivers are likewise liable for guaranteeing that any travelers younger than 16 are appropriately limited in all seats. What's more, on the off chance that you don't wear a seatbelt while driving, you will be fined RM150 ringgit for well-being penetrate, paying little heed to age or where the individual is in the vehicle. In this way, every individual need to submit the law by wearing a seatbelt. This law is withheld for all networks to save lives or lessen wounds. The last will be it can help to protect our passengers. Okay. Wearing seatbelts when riding in an automobile can help to protect our passengers too. Seatbelts are designed to protect drivers and all passengers. 3-point hunched seatbelt will protect vital internal organs and bones. While properly wearing a seatbelt, a person is protecting their ribs, spine, neck, and skull. As an example, along with those bones, a person is protecting organs such as their heart, brain. A seatbelt will also protect a person from whiplash. Moreover, injuries due to a person not wearing a seatbelt includes abdominal injuries if worn too high, skin abrasions and injuries to the carotid artery, throat and cervical spine, injuries to the chest, shoulders, ribs are at high risk if not properly wearing a seatbelt. So, to protect passengers and drivers, wearing seatbelt is a must when riding in an automobile. While it can prevent passengers can very easily be ejected through the front, rear or side windows, resulting in death. In conclusion, putting on your seatbelt will not bring down the bodily injury. Seatbelts are very essential to a driver or passenger of a vehicle. If you get involved in a tragic accident, wearing your seatbelt will diminish your possibility of death and critical injury, whether you are a driver or a passenger. Next time you ride in a vehicle, be one that repercussions are you will be in a tragic crash at least sometime in your life. Seatbelts almost triples the possibility of hold on in a tragic crash. Please spend those important 3 seconds of your time and buckle up your seatbelts. Thank you.